Hey everybody, welcome to part 4 of Megaman X. I like this game. With the help of Kyoji, of course. So I'm going back to ground scavenge stage because I don't want to save that stage for item collection. This is the worst stage for item collection, as I talked about in the last part. One playthrough, I have to go back to this stage for like 20 minutes before I can get my hand on the second heart tank. And now I have to go back for Dr. Light Capsule and get everything. I'd rather do it now instead of waiting until much later. But anyway, as you can see, when you kill these nightmares, I don't remember I talked about it yet, but they drop you nightmare soul, and when you collect nightmare soul, the more you collect, the higher your rank is, and the higher your rank is, you can equip more abilities. So, and the highest you can get is 9999. So, and it's really hard to get 999 unless you really start farming, especially when you decided to play as two characters. I know most players would just play as one character, 0 or X, but for this playthrough I'm playing as both, dang it. So I'll be getting 9999 nightmares over both of them. Why? Because I'm a freaking idiot? Or maybe because I like this game. Who knows? But yeah. I'm not going into the alternate pathway just yet. I save it for item collection. Because the annoying thing about alternate pathway is that once you are in there, you're stuck. You cannot exit out of it. You have to either kill yourself or freaking fight the boss within the alternate pathway, and I don't want to fight the boss just yet. So if I go in there now, I'm just stuck in there, and I don't want to do that. Anyway, I decided to go in this as 0 and show you the hell that is playing as 0. You see, I'm not even like halfway through the stage. No, this is not even a stage. Halfway through the random generated level, and my health, I'm almost gone. See, 0 is powerful, but his defense is just shit. I'm almost died here. I think I'm gonna die very soon. So that's why I refuse to play as 0 when I'm doing this ground scavenge on extreme mode, because everything's just so hard. And luckily I found a Dr. Light Capsule probably a little bit quicker, but oh my god, sometimes just takes forever. So yeah. Anyway, those blind blocks, I haven't talked about them, but they are not part of the nightmare effect. They are actually part of the stage. So yeah. Right now I don't think we are having any nightmare effect at all, because I think ground scavenge nightmare effect, I don't remember which two stages are, but I can't remember. But the other stages I usually remember anyway, because I usually play ground scavenge before it got affected by the nightmare, so I'm really careless about it. So, am I collecting all the... Yep, I got everything. Anyway, I should only have one replica left in the museum. Yeah, that one replica is the alternate pathway, but I'm not getting him just yet. Anyway, I'm taking on Infinity Majinion next, but not before equipping double barrier and quick charge. You can get quick charge from ground scavenge. That is the best ability for Megaman X for me. So yeah, and 0, always equip 0 with double barrier. It's really helpful, and you get double barrier from Shoe Sheldon alternate pathway. So yeah, let's go in at Falcon X. Oh yeah, one more thing. After you beat Infinity Majinion or leave his stage, 2 of the other stages will be affected with a nightmare effect. It's gonna be the lights out, which make the entire stage pretty much dark, leaving you only a spot with light in it. But the way I play this game, I'm gonna make it to my advantage. Not that the lights out any advantage, but you know what I'm talking about later. But anyway, like I said earlier, Yama option is the strongest special weapon of any Mega Man X game, which is why I really like it. Unless you're playing as Zero, some of the enemies are really tough as X. So Commander Yama is your best friend in almost every single stage, as you can see. And if, in case you don't remember, in Extreme mode, enemy will not drop you health pellets. So if you keep running to enemy, yeah, you will die very soon. And even worse, because one problem with X6 is that they put enemies, so much enemy in one single screen. You see I'm being attacked by Illumina in the background, and there's a whole bunch of birds flying around, and freaking laser and all that. Yeah, X6 is not an easy game if you decide to play on Extreme mode. Even normal mode is hard enough. So unless you are a maniac, I would not recommend you play it on Extreme mode. But anyway, I'm taking on the boss. This stage is fairly short, but very, very hard because of all the enemies attacking you, and your health will drain very, very quickly. And X6 also have a very flawed special weapon for the weakness of Infinity Majinion. I'm not sure how you actually use it in the first place. I played this game for as long as I remember, but I don't know how to use it at all, I swear. Anyway, Infinity Majinion is probably the hardest boss of any Mega Man X game, as in Mavericks. He's retarded. His weakness is useless, and his boss fight, the more you attack him, the more clones he would create, hence Infinity Majinion. I think Infinity Majinion is a water flea. So, flea or flea, I don't know. But as you can see, he already created like 2 clones of himself, and he shoot those flying bubbles at you, and they take quite a bit of shots before they die. And the thing about Infinity Majinion weakness is that the shoe only works. His weakness is shoe Sheldon, and it only works when he uses the attack. And that attack is the one where he shoot a whole bunch of balls, spheres, projectile in all directions. That is the only thing that will work on your shoe. Everything else will just pass through and then hurt you. And as you can see throughout the whole battle, he only does it to me like 3 or 2 times. So his weakness is stupidly useless. I mean, as Mega Man X, you can pretty much charge it up. But as Zero, is hard to use at hell. But at least it's Zero, you can actually use the shoe and hurt Infinity Majinion more. So it's up to you really. See? 2 stages being affected by the nightmare right now. But I'll talk about it much more later. I know it for a fact. Anyway folks, I'm taking on Metal Shark Player with good old Zero. And this stage is fairly easy in a sense. No, not really. For a beginner, of course. But anyway, you can actually use the right armor to jam the crusher right here. See? So the crusher is being jammed, and you're gonna have more space to run around now, which is a really, really good thing. But anyway, guys, this crusher, obviously, it is one-hit kill, and I went into the stage knowing that the nightmare effect is here because I defeated Ground Scavenge first, and Ground Scavenge will affect the stage of Metal Shark player and Shield Sheldon, and his effect, the Nightmare effect, is those brown block you can see right there, and those brown block can be destroyed with Ground Scavenge special weapon. For Zero, it's the attack where you press the up button and attack, and he gonna swing down. But to me, it is the worst freaking attack in this game. If you're over a pit, you just fly down through it and you kill yourself. So yeah. Anyway, in extreme mode, they love to put the Nightmare in the oddest and weirdest possible place. So that one, he will move, which is a good thing. But except for that Nightmare right there, he will not move at all. So the reason why I took on Infinity Majinion first is just because of that stupid Nightmare. I was test play this game before I actually make the playthrough, and that Nightmare will not move at all. So I was somewhat stuck there, unless, I mean, not really, not stuck, but having a hard time get through that part because of that Nightmare. So I decided to go ahead and destroy Infinity Majinion first before I take on this stage with Zero. Infinity Majinion special weapon is really helpful here. In case you haven't noticed, I'm really excited about this game because I like it, so I talk a lot. Does it matter? But anyway, the shield is awesome for Zero once again because it does extra damage on enemies. So yeah. Like I said, this ability, Infinity Majinion ability, really work well with Zero because they put a whole bunch of weird enemies everywhere. So I recommended it. See, the Nightmare just teleports somewhere and attack me. And be careful of this part because they decided to put an enemy right where you're supposed to be. So be careful on that. Anyway, here's the second part with a moving belt. I don't know what it's called. Moving platform. Which make it even worse. But anyway, guys, still the same old crap, but this time around with moving floor or whatever the hell you want to call it. So you really have to be careful. There are some parts where you have to duck or crouch, and if you don't do that, you will die. And the stupid part about it is, even though you already crouch, if you let go of the down button, you will stand up, right? And you will still instantly kill, which is really dumb in a bunch of context, which doesn't make sense in any way. Here come the part. Do not let go of the down button here. You will instantly die. It's retarded. But you already. So that's my tip. Like I said, this game is a badly designed game, but I still enjoy playing it. I think those block, the only block you can destroy is the brown block. The purple and other one, I think you can only move them. The red one is probably the worst one. If you attack it, it will explode and hurt you for mega damage too. So be careful on that. Once again, Commander Yarmark weapon is awesome for both X and Zero. That's why I'm using it a lot here. And here come a really retarded placement of Reploid. As you can see, the Nightmare, he can move. Everything else just stop when Zero does the attack, but the Nightmare is still free to move. So if you are not fast enough, and if I do not have Infinity Majinion special weapon here, it's impossible for me to save that Reploid even at all. Or if you want to save that Reploid, you need the Speedster. But the problem is, after you save the Reploid, the Nightmare is still there, and he will attack you. And when you're crouching down, he attacks you, right? You're gonna stand up, and when you stand up, you will die instantly if that Crusher is on top of you. So Invincible is useless. So yes, that nightmare is a stupid placement. But don't worry, that guy will only be there on extreme mode. You don't have to worry about him on normal. And I forgot that the Infinity Majinion laser attack is useless against that thing. But yeah, that is the end of the stage, folks. And what else want to talk to? Anyway, here's Metal Shark Player. Kind of an odd name. Pretty sure they want to name him Metal Shark Prayer, but because of the Japanese R and L, they probably mess it up. If I remember correctly, all of the bosses in this game is somewhat easy. Your main cause of death is just gonna be the terrible stage design, folks. Here it is. So Metal Shark Player attack, he will mostly throw a metal anchor at you, and every time he decides to dive along the floor, that thing will start bouncing. See, it's just stuck. And then it will start bouncing again, and then he will start summoning all enemies. So this one is Sting Chameleon from Megaman X1, which is pretty awesome. Here's Sting Chameleon again. But yeah, Metal Shark Player can summon dead Mavericks, which is forbidden by the Maverick researcher, so that's why he was disposed of. So yeah, bosses are easy. The level design is gonna be your main cause of death. Trust me. I play this game way too much, and I know it for a fact. So yeah. Anyway guys, let's see. So we saved quite a bit of Reploids. I got 0-2 heart tanks, which is a good thing. So control DNA of all Reploid and that resurrect that Mavericks. Like I said, that's what he does. Anyway guys, I'll see you all in the next part.